Montreal.
First of all, you're an intelligent, smart lady, right? We have good days as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we work hard at this. And more importantly, I think any chef is as good as his brigade. Guillemot, the team, front of house, back of house, we've handpicked and we had a lot to choose from. So we've been very fortunate because this is an historic landmark in this city. And we've had a lot of talent that's come through those doors begging to be part of this.
Really?
So we've had the pick of the crop.
Alright guys, let's get on with what we came here for.
Oh, it's nice questions. Very nice
Yeah,
indeed.
good questions, but...
We're going to roast the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've done that before many a time. Something we do on a Saturday, Sunday. And the diversity is phenomenal because when you roast it properly, the secret is the longevity. Whether it's an amazing chicken sandwich, whether it's an amazing chicken jus straight after that, or even if it's a nice chicken curry. Phenomenal. Chickens, guillemot, dis-moi. Okay, the secret. Okay. In my mind, is letting it dry a little bit, almost dehydrate. It's like when we make the apples for the tatin, we peel them, we let them oxidize. Then, by oxidizing, it extracts the water and the whole thing becomes so much more crispier. It's exactly the same with the chicken. We'll leave it in the fridge, anything from sort of 6 to 7 hours. It'll get dry on the outside and it'll absorb all that moisture. So the fat content renders quickly, the water evaporates, and the whole skin becomes so much more crispier. And the secret of a good roast chicken is in the crispy skin. So always let it dehydrate, whether it's out or in the fridge for 6 or 7 hours, works perfectly.
Can you leave it out?
Yes, you can.
Oh, really?
I mean, obviously not in a really hot environment, but like in England and in Scotland, it gets cold here in October, November, right?
Yes.
So you can leave it out and sort of feel comfortable with dehydrated. And having that kind of wrinkle effect, don't be put off by that, because the skin becomes so much more crispier. Trussing it, of course. Never truss a chicken too tight, because then it awkwardly cooks unevenly. So you truss it with some strength, but make sure that you can just get your fingers down there, yeah, comfortably. Too tight, then it doesn't cook inside the thighs. Inside we've got some thyme, some lemons, and a wonderful seasoning just mixed up out of smoked paprika, which gives that really nice sort of, I suppose, that richness to the chicken. And it helps to sort of make it a little bit more heat as well. And salt, pepper, and smoked paprika. So, the blend is phenomenal. Open up the cavity and just season inside. Really important. We use all the bones. Nothing goes to waste here. As you can see, from the jus to the salad, to the chicken sandwich, to the half chicken. Now, season inside. Lemon, thyme. G-Force is you're gonna truss the bird.
That's it. So just a quick lesson on trussing. Because of the amount of chickens that we sell over here, our chickens normally come trussed already. Very simple. I start by the legs. There's many different ways to do it. Different people do it different manners. The way I find easiest is this. So just cross over around the chicken drums, tying up those legs. Like Chef mentioned, not too tight. Come back around by the wings, flip the chicken over, and make a knot on the end.
Nice. Nice. Obviously use a nice pliable string. And again, the seasoning. Like I said, inside is just as important. On the outside, chefs love it when you can really rub the breasts beautifully and massage.
Sorry.
Ladies, please. It's 11:15 in the morning. I'm talking about rubbing breasts.
Montreal woman.
I know.
That,
I know. When was the last time you had your breasts, your chicken rubbed?
Okay, that's... Can I answer? This morning.
This morning?
It was really good.
You are a lucky lady. Seriously.
I was working this morning. So
Oh, you were working
I had
this
to
morning?
pass my
Well, I was
time.
flying here this morning, so we ain't a chance. When was the last time you rubbed your girlfriend? Last night,
There you go.
So you can see why chefs are the ultimate sort of sensual fingers, massaging, absolute critical. And all jokes apart, I mean, seasoning, we're doing a chicken today. We have the most amazing porchetta, pineapples, guinea hen, guinea fowl, and even coming in to the amazing game season, which we start literally in 6 weeks' time, will be lightly spit roasting game, again with a nice fragrant seasoning.
Quails, baby goats, roasted potatoes, in the winter root vegetables.
Perfect.
Wide variety of things we can do that.
Thank you, Mummy.
Would you
So-
accept one more question?
I'll accept 20 more questions.
What is your relationship with poutine?
With poutine?
Yeah.
That is. I can tell you today there's been no different questions. Do you know what?
It's still on the menu.
It's very much still on the menu. I grew up in Glasgow. I lived there until I was 7 years of age, and I moved down to Stratford-upon-Avon. Poutine is chips and gravy.
Yeah.
So it's something I grew up with. Except in Scotland it was chips and curry sauce. Here you have chips and gravy.
And cheese.
With fresh, hours old, squeaky cheese. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the cheese, but I am a big fan of chips and gravy. So you can relax, along with the mocha cake. The poutine is still on. As they say in French, poutine is still on. So it's almost, again, it's part of the history. And do you know what? I'm not saying, this whole restaurant is dedicated to a sort of a family style, but isn't it nice to come with your children to show them what you grew up with, but done with a modern twist? Okay, G-Force. Honestly, he takes care of this rotisserie like it's his Bentley, and like it's his car. It gets cleaned twice a day, and the thing is just steeped in nostalgia, history. On she goes. Manage?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. No?
There you go.
Nice. Now, look at the pineapples. We're going to stud them with cloves, season them with a little touch of fine spice, and a roasted pineapple. Literally 20 minutes before they come out, we start spooning and brushing them with the glaze, and the whole thing just starts to get almost sort of slightly spicy. And you've got that sweet and sour texture as well. Delicious.
Oh, wow.
Just removing a thing that we did for you guys. So.
Delicious. Are we going to cut that up now, do you want? Nice. And every time we go back, whether it's in Paris, Lyon, Bourg-en-Bresse, and the place is famed for chicken, I think where the instrumental part of me reinventing Laurier was establishing Poulet as a hallmark and giving it that nice 21st century twist. Delicious.
So these were thrown on a little bit before you guys got here, so they'll be ready for you to have. So we'll be cutting this up in the back, and you guys will get to taste it.
Nice. Any more questions, please?
Yes.
Very quiet today.
Yes.
Madam.
Have you had the opportunity to eat in different restaurants in Montreal?
Oh, yes.
And what's your opinion about the cooking scene, the culinary scene in Quebec?
I've eaten out several times. I'm not going to mention where, because it's unfair to single out one. What I would like to say is that there is a level of sort of not undiscovered talent, but there's a very cool vibe here in terms of where the chefs sit, and some very smart restaurants. But Montreal's very selfish with its talent. It keeps it enclosed, and it deserves to be out there. And I think Montreal can compete quite easily with New York, very similar to Toronto, and more importantly, it has that kind of that authenticity when it's the local purveyors. They focus more on what's going on with a sort of 75, 100-mile radius, which is more of a focal point on the menus here, as opposed to being lost in translation in a massive cosmopolitan city, New York, LA. So yeah, it's quite a cool vibe.
Where do your chickens come from?